Good afternoon and welcome to Trojan Vision,
West Brunswick's only TV news show brought to you by Miss McKinley's journalism class. I'm Brian Willis.
And I'm Darcy Evans. Relay for Life will be held this Friday and Saturday, May 1st and 2nd, here on the West Brunswick High School track. Relay for Life is the primary fundraiser for the American Cancer Society. Participants walk the track overnight to show solidarity in fighting cancer, the disease that never sleeps. Come out to the track and show support for West Brunswick High School clubs and groups as they raise money to help find a cure. Interact will be sponsoring a dunking booth, and many other clubs will be selling food and other items. This year's event touches West especially close to the heart as we remember Mary Blackburn, our beloved faculty member. Please come support West Brunswick High School and Relay for Life as we work for a cure.
This year's prom was a huge success. Thank you to the faculty and staff that made it possible. Here's a quick look at some of the highlights.
We have three beautiful ladies walking up. Ladies, tell us your name and how long did it take you to get ready tonight? Come on over this way.
Well, I'm Megan, and it took me pretty much all day.
Yeah?
I'm Summer, and it took me like 2 hours.
I'm Carly. It took me like 4 hours.
Well, I remember it took me that long to get ready too. And now you're getting ready to go out there and dance and have a good time, and that hair's going to be a mess, but you're still going to look beautiful. We'll have a wonderful time tonight. Nice to meet y'all.
The West Brunswick High School Theater Department has had an excellent year. Let's take a look.
The West Brunswick Theater Department kicked off the theater season with Twelfth Night of the Living Dead. With the help of Chicago playwright Brian Renaud, Theater 2 and 4 students combined Shakespeare's Twelfth Night with the classic zombie film Night of the Living Dead.
In November, Brandon Simmons and Kayla Meadows directed Don't You Forget About Me, a tribute to the classic 80s film The Breakfast Club.
Also in November, Amanda Fonseca and Jade Wilson directed a tribute to the life and work of Robin Williams. The show included scenes from some of his best work.
On December 17th, Theater 1 through 4 students presented No Day But Today, a tribute to the life and work of Jonathan Larson. Jonathan Larson changed the course of musical theater forever. It included songs from Tick, Tick, Boom and the groundbreaking musical Rent. On the first preview night for his show, Jonathan Larson unexpectedly passed away in his apartment at the age of 35.
Theater 2 and 4 students presented a musical review, The Winter Garden Theater. It's a review of skits and songs from the famous Winter Garden Theater on Broadway. In March, the entire Fine Arts Department presented a collaborative production for West's 7th Annual Black History Performance. This year, the production was about the Harlem Renaissance. It was directed by Sheila Vaught, edited by John Ball, and was performed at Odell Williamson Auditorium.
Theater 2, 3, and 4 students presented The Network, a social commentary on social media. West won Best Choreography and Best Technical Theater. Students Sydney Gray and CJ Hernandez both won Excellence in Acting Award.
West presented their first murder mystery dinner theater, Death by Dessert, with food prepared by the Foods 2 class. It was also performed at Sea Trail for a women's club event.
Alice in Wonderland, the Urban Edition, is the final show of the year that will take place May 27th at 7 p.m. and May 28th at 4 and 7 p.m., directed by Taylor Dansford.
Several months ago, I came across Drift Coffee House at Ocean Isle Beach. Since then, it's become my favorite local coffee shop. I recently interviewed the owners to learn more about their new business. Let's take a look at what they had to say. We're here today in Ocean Isle Beach to view one of the area's newest businesses and to talk to some of my friends. West Brunswick graduates, surfers, and coffee lovers. Their names are Michael and Ben Powell, and we're here today to talk about coffee. So why did you guys choose to go into the coffee business?
I fell in love with coffee because I was bored doing something else, and I just grasped onto that. I love going to places that serve great coffee and take their time and put a lot of effort behind it to make it delicious. Although it's a simple beverage, there's a lot of steps that go into making it taste good. I kind of roped Ben into that, and we haven't really looked back yet.
Yeah,
we haven't had time to.
It's the reason why we did it here in the Ocean Isle is because we're from here, and that's the main reason. And then number two, there's really not much competition at all, so it was really easy for us to decide to come here.
Yeah.
And open a coffee shop.
How did you guys choose the name Drift?
So it just happened. We just wanted to name it that because we felt that it's kind of encompassing of a lot of different things.
Yeah, and to touch on those things that come together, I mean, just drifting in the ocean or drifting about the world or driftwood.
It's simple, and it's just an appealing name for what we're doing, coffee shop. We started just with coffee, like that's what we wanted to do, is just coffee, espresso-based drinks, but then we were like, hey, we better offer something more than just coffee, because that's not going to get people down the road to the shop. So we started, coffee was number one, then we did smoothies, and then baked goods from a local farm, and now we've expanded into just small kitchen items. For example, avocado smash. That's just a piece of toast with avocado on it. And then we have some simple sandwiches, like a turkey sandwich or a ham and cheese sandwich.
Our focus, though, is using real ingredients, keeping it very simple, and using stuff of quality.
The things that we do are so easy that people can do them at their house, and I mean, we encourage that because we want people to eat. We want them to have healthier eating practices, and if we can educate people, then that's...
Or at least expose them to it.
Yeah, we would love for people to make the stuff go.
We want people to come here and enjoy themselves and ask questions. And
yeah, we want to educate, teach them about coffee, teach them about real fruit.
Yeah, I think it's growing just because people are finally getting turned on to simple and healthy and real fare. We just want to keep having fun. The people that work here, the people that come here, I think they really enjoy themselves, and just keep doing that.
It's all a learning curve, and it's just about getting the right things in place behind the bar, behind the scenes, which is what we're working on pretty hard.
Yeah, that's another one thing. It should be simple, but there's a lot of moving parts that make it happen.
Yeah.
So, and one of those is people that work with us, and so far we love everyone that works here, and we want to keep it that way.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys for this awesome interview.
And bye, Brian.
There you have it, Drift Coffee House, Ocean Isle Beach.
We're here right now.
See you next time.
Sweet. Cheers.
STEM, or Science, Technology, Engineering, and Math, is a growing initiative in America's schools. Jalen Marlowe has the story.
On April 17th, students from across Brunswick County gathered in the Odell Williamson Auditorium on the campus of Brunswick Community College for STEM Speaks 2015. STEM is an acronym for Science, Technology, Engineering, and Mathematics. After some opening remarks by Brunswick County STEM Council members, Ms. Carrie McKenzie and Ms. Ashonda Grissett, school board members, Ms. Catherine Cook, and Ms. Shirley Babson made some welcoming comments, as did Brunswick Community College President Dr. Suzanne Adams. Also addressing the audience was Brunswick County Schools Superintendent Les Tubb. He spoke to the students about the changes and challenges awaiting their generation in the 21st century.
You are going to see some really, really unique changes that will influence what you do, influence how you live your lives, and it will influence the country that we become, and you will be the leaders of that country.
After Superintendent Tubbs spoke, presenters from various STEM industries took the stage. They included Ms. Stephanie Bailey with Archer Daniels Midland, Ms. Jennifer Varnado of Duke Energy, Ms. Aquanetta Beatty from GE Hitachi, Ms. Laura Donham of Ocean Isle Family Dentistry, and Ms. Kimberly Kelly from the Brunswick Community College Horticulture and Turf Grass Program. Following the presentations, students were given the opportunity to meet with each speaker in small group settings and ask questions. Here we see Brunswick County Schools Assistant Superintendent Dr. Deanne Meadows listening in on one of the groups. When the group sessions were finished, everyone gathered in the event center for lunch, where they took the opportunity to reflect on what they had learned. Afterwards, School Board Chairperson Ms. Catherine Cook spoke about the benefits of the day.
This has been a great morning with kids interacting with local folks who work in different engineering jobs. We have a dentist here, and we've got some people from Archer Daniels Midland. We've got people from GE, Hitachi, and we just had a great morning of the kids asking one-on-one questions with the employees and how they got into their careers, what they needed to do to get their education going, and we've learned a lot about what BCC has to offer to the kids. It's just been a great morning. I'm glad to have been able to be a part of it.
STEM Speaks 2015 was a very informative day and a wonderful example of how our school system is working to prepare the students of Brunswick County to have successful lives in the rapidly evolving 21st century.
Yearbooks are on sale. They're $60 cash here at school. Please see Ms. Karwacki. They can also be ordered online at yearbookordercenter.com using code 570.
Welcome to the Trojan Vision Sports Report. First, over to Brian for an update on spring sports.
Men's tennis competed against South Brunswick and Topsail last Thursday in the 3A conference tournament. The men's team fought hard to secure wins, but they fell just short. Cameron Huffman, second seed, battled Caleb Hemphill of South Brunswick in a nail-biting 3-set match. Men's lacrosse has a 0-10 record, but are improving with each game. More and more goals are being scored, but they're still waiting on a victory. Major players include Ethan Chappell, Daniel McCraney, Joe Katusak, and Austin Machma, who is the leading scorer. Women's lacrosse played South Brunswick last Friday. They played hard but lost in overtime. Sarah Poulin scored 4 goals. Women's soccer recently defeated South Brunswick. Amber Lee Fogel continues to lead the team's offense while Claire McNeil, Casey Galloway, Mia Adcock, and Haley Giordano hold the defense. Baseball has a winning record of 17-4 and recently defeated New Hanover in a 9-inning matchup.
As the sports season draws to a close, it is time for teams to honor their departing seniors. Reporter Madison Simmons has the story on Women's Soccer Senior Night.
Senior Night is a high school tradition in which all sports participate and recognize their graduating students. This special and emotional night is usually on the day of the very last home match. For the Lady Trojan soccer team, this night was on April 23rd against rival South Brunswick. The 2015 seniors that are playing their final season with the West Brunswick soccer team are Casey Galloway, Sylvia Craig, Taylor Oakes, Madison Simmons, Brooke Piver, Brielle Sanchez, Noelia Silva, and Paulina Morales. The game was unpredictable, with the Lady Trojans beginning strong and dominating the entirety of the game. However, the Trojans' first goal, scored by freshman Mia Adcock, wasn't achieved until 10 minutes and 36 seconds left of the second half, when South Brunswick was already up 2-0. West came back with a goal made by Claire McNeil with 6.1 seconds left on the clock, ending the regulation game with a tie of 2-2. Overtime followed the regulation game with 2 10-minute halves to decide the final score. These 20 minutes were well fought, and both West Brunswick and South Brunswick were able to get goals in, with the final score ending in another tie of 3-3. Although the game didn't go quite as they expected, the Lady Trojans kept their heads up, and the seniors savored their final game against the South Brunswick Cougars. Sylvia Craig, a senior midfield, told us her favorite part of being a member of this unforgettable team.
What has been the best part of playing for West Brunswick? Probably my favorite part was all the memories that I made at Brittany's and soccer tournaments and long bus rides with all my friends, and I'm going to miss them so much.
Following Sylvia's interview was Coach Johnny Craig, who had been with most of the girls for more than 7 years.
Yeah, these young ladies, they are just an awesome example of what a student athlete is compared. What they're giving to this school and this community, and to be able to be here just for senior night, that's the least that I could do to support them emotionally and mentally.
Congratulations to all of the seniors and all of the Lady Trojans for playing their hearts out against the South Brunswick Cougars. The coaches would like to thank them for all that they've given to the team and wish them luck in college. And
that's all the time we have for today, but you can read more in the latest edition of The West Wind, available next week. If you have comments or suggestions for us at Trojan Vision, stop by and see Miss McKinley in room 186.
Thanks for joining us. See you next time.